This is the Vermont Cynic here with Professor of Psychology Larry Rudiger. Professor Rudiger, thank you for meeting with us today.
Glad.
And we are here to talk about RateMyProfessor.com. Professor Rudiger, do you ever use RateMyProfessor.com to, I don't know, for any particular reason?
Oh, sure. I look at it. I'm interested in what students have to say about my work, and it's an interesting source of information.
Do you find it to be, or do you consider it a useful tool for students to help choose their classes or to monitor how professors are doing?
You know, I'm in sort of a particular situation because when it comes to choosing classes, if they want to take general psychology, then it's me, because I'm the person on campus who teaches that. If they want to sort of make comparisons across different classes, you know, if they want to know what other students have said, then I think that's great. We actually, along those lines, for the psychology department, our majors are now invited to join a Facebook page with sort of the same, or a Facebook group, kind of the same goal, and that's to let them, you know, sort of talk.
Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm now going to read you a couple reviews that are on your particular page. Is that okay?
Brace myself.
Okay. One is positive, one is negative, and one's kind of in between.
Gotcha.
So, any particular preference in order? Which one do you want to do first?
Start with the negative.
Okay. The negative one simply reads, "I hate you, you ruined my life."
Oh, you know, that's that was hard to miss. And you know, the downsides of that are, number one, I feel terrible for that person. Number two, I wish we probably could have done something along the way, and so it doesn't help me do anything different or do anything better. And that's the thing I like about some of the negative commentary, is it actually leads to changes. That one just makes me feel bad.
Fair enough. How about the, let me just get here for my notebook as I jostle the camera around. This one is kind of in the middle, and it reads, "It is not a difficult class. The tests have not been that bad, and the quizzes are open note, so you can usually get most of them right. But the homework assignments are a pain. They are due at weird times, like 26 hours before class, and it is very easy to miss the deadline. Also, he randomly calls on people during class, which can be nerve-wracking." How do you respond to that?
Yeah, you know, that's great because it's concrete, and it's useful and informative to get the feedback. And yeah, the trade-off with the deadline thing is that what we're trying to do is, it may not look like it, but we're trying to make it possible for students to collaborate without having to get together and meet. And so far, the only thing we've been able to come up with is having sort of provisional deadlines. But I'm here to tell you, we're always working on that. And in fact, we're already working, we did it differently this semester. We're already working on what we're going to do differently in the fall. One more, you know.
Wonderful. And finally, and this one is the positive review, and it reads, "His personality is approachable but pointless due to the class and department structure. Even though I only came to class for lectures, I enjoyed the lectures because he made them engaging. I definitely recommend him and this class."
That's so great. That's a backhanded compliment. Pointless. You know, it's nice to hear that students think I'm approachable, because the problem we face is, because it's such a big enrollment class, a lot of times students will come up to me with a very legitimate issue, and I have to say to them, "You need to go to the office that we have for this class," and I hate that. But what we just found is that if I don't do that and I try to answer off the top of my head, I'll usually give a useless response, and it wastes their time. So you know, it's nice to think that I'm approachable. I try to be, because that's important. I mean, even though it's not, you know, even though I might have 800 students, it's not any one student's fault, and so we try to do things to, you know, sort of direct their access so that if they're talking to me, they're going to get something out of it, and I'm not going to, you know, lead them astray.
Professor Rudiger, thank you very much.
You're welcome.